Hey, what's up YouTube? Alexander here, and today I'm going to be showing you my Madolche deck and that's playing Angeli. Because Angeli is just so OP, you have to play it. So if you're not familiar with Angeli, I'll go over her effect real quick. So, when this card in your possession is destroyed by opponent's card, either by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard, shuffle this card in your deck. You contribute this card to special on one Madolche monster in your deck, but shuffle into the deck during the end phase of your next turn. You can only use the effect of Madolche Angeli once per turn. A special summon monster cannot be destroyed by battle. So it's a pretty good card. I mean, it opens up so many more combos into the deck. Well, let's jump into the deck profile and I'll explain my choices and I'll briefly go over the effects. So, we play 3 Angeli, because I just told you her effect, so she's just too broken. 3 Messengelato. Some people play 2, but I decided we're gonna play 3 because once you play 3, you only have to play 2 Chateau and 2 Ticket because you can search Chateau and Ticket. So, and that's what he does. He searches any Madolche spell or trap, which is Palooza, Chateau, or Ticket. 3 Madeline is basically the Stratos of the deck. 1 Croissant. Croissant does is basically bounce back a Madolche monster you control to the hand, and it increases level by 1. 3 Mufile. You normal summon Mufile, and then you use special summon a Madolche monster from your hand. Usually you go ahead and special summon Hoot Cake just because it opens up more combos, or Angeli, and then you can grab into Hoot Cake or Croissant or something like that. And then 2 Spell Striker because it's a Spell Striker engine. I like it the best. I like it actually better than TG Warwolf, just because you can special summon him whenever. And then because all Madolches go into the deck, it's hard to find stuff to banish for Hoot Cake's effect. You play 2 Maxi and 2 Effect Layer. I don't need to explain those effects. For the spells, I play 1 Soul Charge. Now you may be thinking, why do you play Soul Charge? I mean, all Madolches go back into the deck anyways, or the hand, so there's hardly any targets for Soul Charge. But the reason is because when they're detached as XYZ materials, they go to the grave, and then they come out and go more swarming. 1 Rhoda, don't need to explain that either. 3 Chateau, basically when it's acted, all Madolches in your graveyard go back to the deck, and then all Madolches gain 5 attack, and when they would be returned to the deck, they go to the hand instead. 3 Ticket, now I love 2 Ticket. I love 2 Ticket. It kind of clogs at 3, but its effect is when a Madolche card is returned from your side of the field or your hand to the main deck by a card effect, add 1 Madolche monster in your deck to hand. If you control a face of fairy type Madolche monster, you can special summon the monster from your deck in face attack position. Instead of adding it to your hand, you can only use the effect of Madolche Ticket once per turn. So that mainly will be Angeli or Tiramisu. Let me play 2 MST, couldn't find room for 3. And 1 Book of Moon and 1 Dark Hole. So the cool thing about Book of Moon is if you need to search off a Madeline and your opponent effect veilers it, you can chain Book of Moon to effect veiler, flip her face down, get the effect, and her effect's not negated. And then the 1 Dark Hole because Dark Hole is just awesome. 1 Palooza for the OTK. You don't need more than 1. 2 Trapstun, 2 Fiendish, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Compulse, and 1 Violence. I was considering putting in Torrential, but I figured that once you have that huge field out, you don't want a Torrential. So, for the extra deck, 1 Armades Keeper of Boundaries. I love Armades because you can bring back Effect Veiler with Leviair and then Synchro for him. 1 Dweller, 1 Diamond Dire because you can pop your own stuff. It's not like some decks where you just play Dire to pop Dire and then you have a monster. But yeah, so 1 Mace Stroke, 2 Tiramisu. If you don't know her effect, I'll read it. Two level 4 Madolche monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one Execution Twist card and target two Madolche monsters in your graveyard. Shuffle those targeted in the deck, and then shuffle monster opponent controls in the deck number of cards return. So if you have Chateau and Ticket on the field, then you're good to go because it'll just return to the hand, and then you special summon from the deck, so you can keep on reusing the ones that you would have returned to the deck because they would go straight to the hand. 1-101 because it's just good. 1 Excito Knight, and then 1 Cowboy because you get really close to that OTK, and it's like finish off sort of move. 1 Alucard, 1 Leviar. I love Leviar because you banish for Hoot Cake and that opens up so many more combos. 1 Invoker. It's good when you need that one more monster in the field to finish off your combos. Oh, and it kind of helps with the OTK a little bit. 117, number 17. 1 Soul of Silver Mountain. 2 level 3 Earth monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Execution from this card. Target 1 set card your opponent controls. Your opponent's spell or trap card zone. It cannot be activated while this card is face up on the field. If this card destroys opponent's monster at battle while it has excess material, you can target 1 Earth monster in your graveyard, special summon that target in face up defense position. So that's pretty good. And then 1 Zen Mains for defense. So for the side deck, 1 Maxi, 2 D Crow, and 1 Pudding Cess. I decided Pudding Cess wasn't good enough to put in the main deck, but it might be pretty good in the side deck. So, here's what it does. When this card in your possession is destroyed, it goes back in the deck. While you have no monsters in your graveyard, this card gains 800 attack and defense. After damage calculation, this card balances opponent's monster. You can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that card. So it's good against getting rid of stuff that you can't get over. So if your opponent is playing like a deck, I guess like like something that Tiramisu can't get around or something, then you just bring in Pudding Cess. But I don't really know any cards that Tiramisu can't get around. But it goes in the side deck. And it's level 5, so it's like crap, but it's not good. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, and 2 DNA Surgery. So, why DNA Surgery? Because you can declare Beast, and then it works off of Messengelato, or you can declare Fairy for Ticket. So I thought that was good. Double Decree. I know I play Trap Stun, but if my opponent plays so much back row that just Trap Stun just can't get around, or something like that, Royal Decree's there. 2 Light Imprisoning, 2 Shadow Imprisoning, and 2 Imperial Round Wall. Now, yes, it'll stop my Hoot Cake plays. But if you've already put out that huge field and you've done your play, then it's good because I guess like more of like you've already got the play in the field and then you can shut down your opponent and you're good. So, I'm going to go over a few of the combos. Alright? So, let's go over the first combo. Summon Mufli, use effect, special summon, and Jelly. Use a Jelly's effect to grab Hoot Cake. Use Hoot Cake's effect to banish Angeli to grab Messengelato. Then you make Leviar the Sea Dragon and go grab Angeli, and then you've got 2 Leviar and then a rank 4, whatever one you want, preferably Tiramisu. Next, number 1 is summon Mufle. Okay. Special summon Hoot Cake. Use Hoot Cake's effect, go grab Messengelato. Overlay Hoot Cake and Mufle, and then grab an Invoker. Invoker grabs another Messengelato, and you're good. Or you can do some other crazy combos. But yeah, just play with it because it's a great deck. Anyways, Alexander signing out.